All right, good evening, folks. Daniel Karczewski here with you tonight, again live from Washington, D.C. with Salvation Baptist Discipleship Ministries. And tonight we're going to talk about the breastplate of righteousness. And in the last episode, we talked about the belt of truth. And it comes from Ephesians 6, verse 14. It says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness." And we're talking about the armor of God here, and we're doing a little mini series on each individual separate piece of armor and weapon and how it applies to the Christian life. And so having on the breastplate of righteousness, and what that means is it's talking about being righteous, being holy, being good, being perfect, being pure, or attempting to be perfect at the very least, and to do all that God says. Why? Because that's our testimony unto the Lord as unto others. And so anything that we do in this earth, in this life, it is to be done as unto the Lord, and we are supposed to be righteous in everything that we do. Everything that we say, everything that we do, it should be good, it should be pure, it should be lovely, it should be kind, it should be of a good report. Those are the types of things. It should also be everything that exudes out of the fruits of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, kindness, gentleness, temperance, meekness. It's having patience. It's having long suffering. It's being able to continue to go the distance with people even after they themselves have quit on themselves. It's continuing to seek after the love of others, not for your love and your sake, but to love others, to seek their own, to seek something better for them more so than you would even yourself. I think about how do we be righteous in a Christian worldview today? What is it? It's telling them, number one, about Jesus Christ, that they can have their sins forgiven, that they can be saved. It is going out soul winning. It is going out ministering to the lost. It is going out handing out food to the homeless. It's going out and visiting people in a nursing home. It's visiting people in the jails. It's going out and just doing good for your community, picking up trash, cleaning, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. It's all these things. It's offering up other people better than yourselves. And there's so much to be said about trying to be righteous. And we're not trying to be righteous, more holier art than thou, more righteous art than thou. Although that's how Christianity oftentimes comes off. But it is to have a piece of armor on us. Because if I think about it, if we're not wearing the breastplate of righteousness, then we're wearing the breastplate of hypocrisy. And we're no better than anyone else. And so why would anybody want to have what we have if we can't live right, if we can't speak right, if we can't talk right, if we can't act right, if we're living a lost, sinful life just like the rest of everybody else? I mean, I just saw a headline the other day that talked about how people are just stealing everything anywhere all the time, and how it's just become normal. And that is what society has turned into. It's turned into a society of lawlessness all over every country. It doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, there's crime and sin, and it's rampant everywhere you go, and it's getting worse and worse and worse by the day. And people don't have respect for each other anymore, let alone even their elders or even the children. And it's just, society has turned into a mess. And again, we don't fight against flesh and blood, even though people are the ones doing this. They are either possessed or oppressed by their father of lies, the devil, to do the evil, wicked things that they're doing. And so that's part of the armor of God. That's the second piece. We have to put on the breastplate of righteousness to live out and be the perfect, pure example that Christ came and lived for us and died for us to be after he left us here on this earth. And so that, folks, is the armor of God, part number 2, the breastplate of righteousness. You must put it on every day along with the belt of truth. God bless y'all. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.